I'm struggling a bit. And again, I wish I didn't respond to that message isn't really because of her. Girl, like, this year has already been rough and I just want some relief. And I'm not getting the relief. It's like one thing after the other. I low-key feel like sis playing both sides. Everything's a process. And sometimes what feels like it's not, what feels very heavy and frustrating could be in the long run for the greater good.
I've been thinking.
Oh no, you gotta say I've been drinking watermelon.
I've been drinking. Pussy too.
All right, y'all. So I'm headed out to a Thai restaurant tonight with Brett, and your girl about to get ready. Hey y'all, so I am on the road, y'all. I might be running a little late. I ain't even gonna hold you, but Britt don't be on time no way. So this is the look, y'all. This is the look. Y'all can see my pink is here to kind of like bring it together. So the reason why I got to be so on brand today, y'all, is because me and Britt are going to dinner, but we're also like kind of like chatting and planning our YouTube channel, and I want to make sure we're gonna use this footage for like part of our intro. And I gotta make sure I'm on brand because part of the plot twist of it all to the channel is that her and I are like so different. Worse, I'm not even a social butterfly. Y'all already know. You can catch me in the gym, you can catch me at your hot yoga. If you watch my vlogs, then you know where I'm at, right? But she is more of a social butterfly. So we're hoping that I can get her moving and exercising more, and that she can get me out being a little more social. So, and it's a channel that is kind of going to give our real life experience and journey in this situation and encourage more women to collab over competing. You know what I'm saying? Heal over hating. You get what I'm saying? It was another one, y'all, but I don't even know it up to the top of my head right now. Giving messages over mess. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So, because of that, I want to be on brand. I want to give the boho chic baddie that I am. And so that's what I'm doing, girl. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I know I've been dragging on the vlogs, and this is just gonna be one more I gotta edit, so I really gotta find a schedule that's gonna work for me. That being said, y'all know I really be spending time, like I be needing time alone, and sometimes I only get that in a car. And when I'm talking to y'all, I'm alone, but I ain't alone. You know what I'm saying? It's just not the same. So I like to like cut my music on and feel the little personal vibe with me. You know what I'm saying? Get my energy up so I can be social and woo woo woo, because I can't really go from like the kids to y'all into engaging and conversing with other people, right? So I'm not going to chat long. My phone is dying as well, so I need to charge it. And if I'm using it while it's charging, it's not going to charge fast enough. So I am going to put you guys down, focus on the road, and get my vibe on. I'll check back with you guys soon.
But coming from that pretty mouth, the truth is fitting. Cause you ain't never talking loud and you know plenty. You know what I'm talking about, cause you just get me. Yeah, you so pretty. If everything is dipped in gold, then baby it will never grow. Everything sweet ain't sugar coated. What a lie. What a lie. What a lie.
Flashing lights, flashing lights. I get so very, very puppy when I get I've been thinking, I've been thinking.
Oh no, you gotta say I've been drinking watermelon.
I've been drinking. Pussy Jill.
Dropping famine, natural disasters. My baby is moving around me. Kingdoms be falling, angels be calling. None of that could ever make me. Every time I look into your eyes, I see it. You're all I need. Every time I get a bit inspired, I feel it.
happy Sunday. So last night was a whole vibe, had fun, but baby, we got to get back to work. So good thing was your girl made her money back last night, y'all. As I was sleeping, an order came through, so I have to fulfill that order. I did my layout, so I laid out several outfits and put the beads on top, like a all black fit, a few all black fits, right? So different tops with these same things, y'all. Swapped out the tops with a brown top because the smoky quartz, it's a smoky quartz strand, which that I'm highlighting for the next week or two. It is white beads, white base beads, bronze accent beads, black accent beads, and smoky quartz, which is a brown clearish crystal. So I'm trying to curate my page so all you see for the next 2 weeks is the color scheme of brown, black, and white. You know what I'm saying? So I did that. I did video of me getting dressed. I did video of me, and this is why y'all didn't see it. Y'all didn't see it because sometimes I gotta pick and choose who gonna see me getting dressed today. Is it gonna be a vertical format for social media, or is it gonna be a horizontal format for you guys? Y'all got enough footage for this vlog, so I don't need to do all of that. Plus, we got some more footage when we get to the park. I'm gonna do some footage for y'all. Y'all get the footage from Michael's. Y'all get the footage from whatever I decide to cook tonight. You know what I'm saying? I got footage for y'all. So anyway, so I laid those out. I did some flat lays with the outfits and the pictures. I took video of me getting dressed. I took video of me putting my beads on. So these are stretch class. What I'm going to try to do is I have a bunch of non-crystal tie-ons, right? And I use those to kind of keep my weight in check, right? But my crystals, I want to be able to swap out depending on like my mood, my vibe I'm looking for, my intent, the new moon, the full moon. Y'all know what I'm saying? So I want to do stretch class for those. So I did a stretch class for this one. So I showed how I put it on, twisted, you know, the clasp up or whatever. Also, I had to put a clasp on it, so I recorded that as well. You know, me putting a clasp on it or whatever for this particular campaign. Now, y'all, I've been in Quick Marketing 101, right? I'm just going to share a little tea that I learned this week in my content creators class. So she's a young lady named Jance. Jance has a boutique where she basically made $1 million or more off of sweatpants, selling sweatpants. And she has worked in like a lot of different stores, you know, throughout the years, you know, like a Fashion Nova. I'm buying, yeah, where I get Fashion Nova from, y'all. Anyway, H&M, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. The stores in the mall, the clothing stores, the Old Navies, and you know what I'm saying? I think she worked at Saks at some point in time. So she knows a good little bit about merchandising and selling and stuff. Started her boutique, realized there was a whole lot more she needed to know, taught herself, and now she also teaches others in lieu of her still running her business, right? So, Jance had a course, 5-day content creators course, and every day we got on a call for, it was supposed to be an hour, it was like 2 hours. Well, I will say she don't miss. If you got questions, she won't answer them. It's highly appreciated. Some of the things that I learned was, number one, you should have funnels, right? So there are funnels. So there's a top of the funnel, which these people are unaware of your business, period, right? One is business based, one is product based. So let's start this. So let's start with the business based. So there's a top of the funnel, they're completely unaware of your business. So you're putting out content that is going to make them just aware of your business. Middle of the funnel is they aware of your business, but they haven't purchased yet. So you're trying to reel them in with content that's going to make them purchase. Bottom of the funnel are people who purchase from you, but you want them to purchase again and you want to keep them as a customer. So you're going to do nurturing content for those. So those are 3 types of content you're going to do. Now, when it comes to product based, there are like 5 levels of awareness when it comes to product based. You have the unaware, where they're not aware of the problem, right? So for the waist beads, the problem that I like to hone in on is using it as a intentional healing tool, right? So me being a single mom, y'all already know, y'all seen my vlogs and y'all seen all the shit that I've been through, and I have not crashed out. I have not lost my cool. You know what I'm saying? Even when it comes to the stuff with baby daddy, well, not baby daddy, donor. When it comes to the stuff with donor, y'all, like y'all see me leaving court ready to like lose it, but I have not pulled up on that man not one time. And when I tell you, I have not been without crystals, except maybe when I was pregnant a little bit. I did have some on sometimes, but not like consistently. Outside of that, I'm never without my waist beads. Never without my waist beads, right? So, what the problem that I saw with the waist beads is that they act as a healing tool, an intentional healing tool, right? They kind of keep you on course when life gets tough. Because, baby, like I said, I vlog. Y'all see, sometimes I'm dragging on it. You know, it is what it is. I'm a small business owner. I work a 9 to 5. I'm a single mama 3. When I say single mama 3, it means I get no physical help, nor do I get any financial help right now, y'all. None. Okay, none. It's all on me. That being said, for me to be able to manage all that, y'all saw me lose a job. Y'all saw me remember, top of the year, y'all. A matter of fact, I'm gonna see if I can go find a video and import it right here. Top of the year, y'all, your girl was excited. Everything was coming together. This was gonna be my year, and then it crashed. It crashed and burned. And when I tell you, it's still not even over yet, y'all. It's not. It's like it's still going. Right now, I have to leave my apartment by the end of the year, which is a shoot, I'm going the wrong way. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, right? I got time, a little time, and it was time for me to go. Like, I needed space. From a vlogging standpoint, it's dark. It's just not very aesthetic. You know what I'm saying? I need more space for my business. I need more space for my daughter. I need more space for, like, there's so many things that need to happen anyway regarding this. And I've been keep saying I'm going to move, but I just really never aggressively put things into play. So this is kind of pushing me. And while it's a little frustrating, because it's like, dang, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get my head above water with getting this job and stuff, and they hit me with this. But I knew that they were setting me up, y'all, and that'll be a whole nother conversation I'll tell y'all about. But I knew they were setting me up because they were taking really long to try to get the documents for me to get assistance. And then it was like, as soon, I guess they thought that I was gonna come up with the money to pay to prevent the eviction. As soon as I did is when I got a letter saying that they weren't going to renew my lease. So I'm not surprised. You know what I'm saying? I'm not surprised. I kind of knew. It was kind of like I called them out on it. I was like, yo, it feels like y'all are trying to sabotage me. And I'm putting this in writing because of that, right? So anyway, so yeah, it's bittersweet. Like, cause it's like, girl, like this year has already been rough and I just want some relief. And I'm not getting the relief. It's like one thing after the other. So hopefully this will be the trajectory to a more peaceful and smoother and productive and profitable 2026. And that's how I'm going to look at it. So again, a lot of times, y'all, these waist beads is what keeps me grounded. It's like so serious. It's like a reminder, a physical daily anchor. That's what it is, physical daily anchor, to remind me to stay the course, to remind myself that everything's a process. And sometimes what feels like it's not, you know, what feels very heavy and frustrating could be in the long run for the greater good, if you just embrace the process. You know what I'm saying? So what is the yes, you're saying hi? Okay. So again, so there are stages where levels of awareness. I wish I can pull it up for you guys. I'm going to drop it in here, but it starts off with unaware. People aren't aware of the problem itself. So I have to remind women, like, you keep falling off of your healing journey because you're not anchored. You know what I'm saying? You don't have a daily anchor. And once life starts whipping your ass, somebody didn't piss you off at work, baby daddy is testing your strength. Okay. Yes, it's a park. Bills pile up, your small business isn't really making no money, whatever. It's that daily reminder to stay the course and kind of, you know what I'm saying? Because the more grounded you are, the better you are to come up with solutions. And so y'all, it's only 4%, sis. I really wanted to, but I was trying to relieve the boys were asleep, y'all, so I was trying to like relieve them, and I'm hoping that she kind of behaves when I go out here so I can just shoot this content and get back, because I really don't got time for it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, y'all, so So yeah, long story short, y'all, I am coming out here to shoot content so I can have content for the next 2 weeks so that I can curate and plan out my feed and my content and with these flows in mind and with these levels of awareness in mind. So yeah, beginning with unaware, ends in most aware, and I think it's 5 levels. Again, I'm gonna put it right here for you. And yeah, y'all, so that's marketing 101 for now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we just sell, and then that's why people just keep scrolling past our stuff. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's been like this week is when I started rolling out more content that's just like brand awareness or problem awareness versus buy this item, here are these crystals, this is what it means. You know what I'm saying? Because that's typically what I do. But she's right, a lot of people don't know the purpose of waist beads outside of being cute or being sexy, or you know what I'm saying. But it's so many. Like at some point I'll probably go ahead and throw out body awareness as well. It's also a tool that I use to be more conscious about consumption. And I don't just mean what I eat, I mean also what I take in energetically. You know what I'm saying? So girl, yeah, let me get out here. Bye, y'all.
Every night I rush to my bed with hopes that maybe I'll get a chance to see you when I close my eyes. I'm going out of my head, lost in the fairy tale. Can you hold my hands and be my guide? Clouds filled with stars cover your skies, and I hope it rains. You're the perfect lullaby. Dream or a beautiful nightmare. Either way, I don't wanna wait. Turn the lights on. Sweet dream or a beautiful nightmare. Somebody pinch me. Your love's too good. Turn the lights on. My guilty pleasure, I ain't going nowhere. Baby, long as you're here, I'll be floating on air. 'Cause you're my sweet dream or a beautiful nightmare. Either way, I mention you when I say my prayers. I wrap you around all of my thoughts. For you, my temporary. I wish that when I wake up, you're there. So wrap your arms around me for real and tell me you'll stay by my side. Clouds filled with stars cover the sky, and I hope it rains. You're the perfect lullaby. Sweet dream or a beautiful nightmare. Either way, I don't wanna wait. Turn the lights on. Sweet dream or a beautiful nightmare. Somebody pinch me. Your love's too good. Turn the lights on. My guilty pleasure, I ain't going nowhere. Baby, long as you're here, I'll be floating on air. 'Cause you're a sweet dream or a beautiful nightmare.
Hey y'all, so happy Wednesday. I am headed to, I don't know what it feels like I'm whispering, but that's just where I am energy level, right? I'm not even like really low on energy level. I just even kill, y'all. So I wanted to come talk to you guys and give y'all a brief update of just what's been going on with me, and talk about something that's trending right now, which is poverty content, right? So I noticed that on my feed, Dante London and DoDash are like trending heavily, right? Like the people are coming for their necks, y'all. And I don't want to do a video coming for their necks, right? Do I believe that what they're doing lacks integrity? Absolutely. Like, I don't understand how you can monetize a channel. And this is coming from somebody, and y'all, if you've been watching my vlogs, then you know I was laid off from March to July, y'all. March to July with 3 kids on my back. Well, 2.5, because my oldest has a job, and you know, but he's still living under my roof, right? So 2.5 kids on my back. Let me make sure I'm not. Okay. And so to watch them have a monetized channel, gloat about how much money they're making from YouTube easily, because let's be honest, it was this whole YouTube is easy content is, thing that they had going on. And truth be told is it's not easy for most of us. It's not. Like, I really wanted to show up for you guys and document this journey of me being unemployed, me trying to find another job. But if I'm being honest with you, I did not have the mental capacity in survival mode to do it. I didn't. I was listening, and the reason this came up is because I was listening to Mia Snow's vlog, and Mia was talking about how she hadn't really been showing up like during the home buying process and all of that, the moving, because it was a lot. And it is hard to show up when you don't want your channel to be a whole bunch of crying, a whole bunch of negative energy, a whole bunch of down, a whole bunch of complaining. It is very hard to show up authentically, right, in those moments. And I have that. Like, was I at home crying? No, I wasn't at home crying, y'all. I wasn't, like, your girl's grounded, okay? I mean, tears is only gonna do what? I think I cried one time. I did, because my teenager was pissing me off, and it was just a lot, right? But it's not like I don't have time. You know what I'm saying? And single moms can relate. We do not have time to sit around crying. We just don't. Like, a lot of times there is no solution in crying. Now, if you just need to get a quick release off so you can feel lighter, by all means, sis, cry your eyes out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I haven't been there. I'm just saying that I don't sit around, woe is me. You know what I'm saying? I'm very like, what's my next move? What's my next move? What's my next move? And it's exhausting. It's exhausting to say the least. So like I said, like, just being in a space of survival, I just could not authentically get on camera in a super positive manner and be authentic with you, because it just wasn't a positive thing, y'all. I was so frustrated. And when I tell you, like, so many parts to this, right? So loving a new job, y'all. Not even gonna hold you. Loving a new job. The owner's energy right now, so far, I'm only a month in, has been top tier. And when I say top tier, I mean it's giving balls, but it ain't giving balls. You know what I'm saying? It's giving very much teamwork, whatever. This weekend, Friday, we have I was about to say the name of it, but then I just told y'all where I work, so I'm not gonna do that. But we having a fun day. We're gonna go make body butters. We're headed to the owner's house. I may vlog some of the body butter, y'all, in the next vlog, but I'm probably not gonna vlog. I'm not gonna vlog the owner's house, right? We're gonna do game day at the owner's house. She's cooking for us. And so yeah, like, it's extremely busy week one. Extremely busy the first half of the month, and then the second half is a little bit more relaxing, right? The team, everybody who I work with, energy just feels very pure, very authentic, very genuine. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like, but I also work at home, so I don't have a huge amount of communication with these people. However, we do have calls we have meetings, like little quick staff meetings on Monday and Friday. And in those staff meetings, they're closed out with you saying one word. Just one word, right? They were talking about hot yoga, so hot yoga was my 2 words. The last meeting, the meeting before that, I said grounded, and the owner told me, yeah, you're just gonna be grounded, all right, in a different manner, since you wanted to be on Kalima and Christina's team. So that when I said jokey, she jokes. The week before that, it was abundance. You know what I'm saying? So you just put out a word, and y'all, you know where grounded came from? Me working on grounding content for my business. That's where it came from. But I don't necessarily know what the premises of it is, right? Or what the goal of this word thing is. But what I will tell you is the owner's sitting there writing down everybody's words. It gives very much, I'm tapping into where you are and what's going on with you, right? Which highly appreciative. That being said, I was watching Jessie Woo, and she said over 300,000 Black women have been unemployed this year in the last 6 months or something like that. And girl, it hit me like a ton of bricks, because I knew I wasn't alone in my experience, right? Y'all know, if y'all watch y'all know the beginning of the year, I'm gonna stop saying if y'all watch my vlogs, because like, if you do, you don't, you know what I'm saying? But the beginning of the year, y'all, I was on a high. I thought this was gonna be my year. Everything was coming together, and it crashed and burned so fast. And in one sense, I'm like, girl, you should have known better. You know who in office, you should have known better. But I don't know why I had this sense of hope that I was gonna be able to just coast through this bullshit, okay? So I got laid off, y'all. Now, I really don't want to make this a race thing. And I'm not making it a race thing. I'm just sharing my experiences and my thoughts about what has been going on in my life, right? Because I have been consistently blindsided by a certain group of people. And we would love to believe the majority of these people aren't racist. And they probably aren't. They probably aren't. I don't know if it is other people in their community getting in their ear. I don't know if it's survival or themselves. You know, I don't know, right? But I'm gonna be honest. I told you guys originally I was working for a predominantly white architectural firm, and I didn't always feel comfortable there. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't always feel comfortable there. There was one other black girl. And when I tell you, the morning after Kamala didn't win the election and I came in and that girl was bawling her eyes out, I felt terrible. Like, I took her into the conference room, gave her a hug. We, you know, had a little powwow, but I felt terrible. I was able, like, I thought I was able to keep it together. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. As soon as I started approaching the job, I started to get teary-eyed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like, it felt like doomsday. And I look at today and what all the things that's going on today, and it feels like doomsday, right? It feels like we are, I don't say under attack, but they're systematically trying to leave us destitute, broke, and broken. You know what I'm saying? So I had that situation. He laid me off, y'all. The guy, here's the funny part about it. And I don't know if I told y'all this at the time, because everything was just, you know, but I literally got laid off right after seeing this man in a restaurant. And it almost felt like, oh, you're eating where I'm eating, I'm paying you too much. That is what it felt like. And I'm not saying that's what it is, right? I'm not saying that's what it is, but that's what it felt like. Fast forward to today, because y'all know me, I'm about the process, I'm about the journey. I embrace the unknown. Even though it doesn't feel good, survival mode is a terrible space to be in, y'all. It is like I am still not fully functioning because things are still not over, and we're gonna get to that in a minute. But it's just not a good place to be in. But let's just highlight the job aspect. Right now in DC, the National Guards are taking over. It's not really safe to be in DC. I know everybody want to be like, oh, well, if you don't commit crimes, then you should be. I don't want to be around that, period. I don't want to, like, they're looking for a reason. I don't want to accidentally give them a reason. I would rather stay on my side of town. You know what I'm saying? I don't live in DC. I don't have the desire to patronize DC at this point. And I'm so glad that I was laid off and I don't have to go into the city several times a week. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's one of those situations where you don't understand the reason of things at the time, and it does not feel good. But sometimes it's for your greater good, and you have to embrace that. So here I am now, first of all, working for a black woman-owned firm. I feel so much safer. I feel so much more at peace. Yes, I had to take a little bit of a pay cut, but also I'm at home. So guess what I can do at lunch? Work on content, fill in orders, grow my business. Because one thing I learned from this whole thing is I can't rely on an employer alone. First of all, as a single mom in this economy, one income just ain't it. Now, granted, I got two boys. I got a 21-year-old. He's working. He's not making a whole bunch of money, but we're working on that. I had to put a fire under his butt. And then I have a son getting ready to turn 18. Same thing. He's about to start working. And they're both going to be paying some rent. So there's that. You know what I'm saying? But I still like my coin. I'm tired of not being able to go on vacation, or if I do, it's like scraping pennies. It's just a lot of things. Like, I'm older. I need to be able to enjoy my life. And the truth of the matter is, it's very hard to enjoy it without funds. So I got a few things I'm working on. Like I said, the ability to be home and work on my business at lunch is top tier right now. And not being able to go to DC. Now, I'm headed in today because I have a finance meeting. But technically, I'm only going to be going in the office like once a month. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, y'all. So that wraps up the job thing. Let's fast forward to the apartment, y'all. Okay. So the apartment, y'all know, obviously, I've been unemployed. Rent has been late. I think I made it all the way to June before I ended up in eviction court. And when I ended up in eviction court in June, it was for June's rent, y'all. And when I told people this, they thought I was tripping. And I said, no, I am literally going to eviction court June 16th, 18th for June's rent. It was originally filed for May and June, but I had paid May before court. But I could not pay June because, as usual, they don't give you any type of daycare vouchers for those not working. They don't see the point. And I get that in some sense, right? But also in order to keep my spot and stuff so that I have childcare when I'm going back to work or when I find a job, I had to keep my daughter in daycare. So literally all of my unemployment was going to daycare. I had no money for rent. You know, my funds were tapped at that point. So went to June, got June's rent. Now, what I did do was I went to social services for emergency assistance. Y'all, I want y'all to get a notebook. Get a notebook, get a pen and paper. If you are experiencing any of this, please get a pen and paper because there may be some tips that you can write down that I didn't know. Because I work, y'all. Like, I'm not a girl who gets laid off a lot. I'm not a girl like, I did get laid off COVID. I got laid off COVID and I got laid off this time. But prior to that, I worked to pay my bills. I didn't get no assistance. I've not been in social service. I don't know how to work the system. I don't come from that kind of family. Pun intended, okay? So, I went to go file for emergency assistance, y'all. Now, granted, I was on the cusp of not getting it because for emergency assistance, they only pay it once a year. And she was like, you have to have some type of income that's more than your rent because we need to know when we pay this that you are able to keep up paying your rent. I did not know this. For me, I'm thinking I'm going to exhaust all of my resources, right? All of my money before I'm going to them. Also, they say you need an eviction notice. So that's the other thing. They make you get an eviction notice before filing, but then they drag their feet to file. It's like, yo, like y'all do know we be having like 30 days. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is going on? So July 1st, I got approved for emergency assistance. $2,500. That would have covered June. Don't know where the check is, y'all. Followed up with social services. Social services tells me, I don't know how true this is. Oh, we mailed the check, but it was returned, and we have not been able to get in contact with your property to get a correct W-9. Okay. So I'm going, the rental office chick's trying to say that she ain't never get no information in it. I don't know, right? I'm just gonna say I don't know for now. But what I do know is my rent. So I did that emergency assistance, got approved for the 25. Still haven't received a check. Check still have not hit my rent ledger, and it is now August. The middle to the end of August. Okay. Fast forward. So mind y'all, now I was in eviction court yesterday. Now I owe July and August. Okay. Because I was working 3 weeks before I got my first check, y'all. Keep all of this in mind, all right? So, fast forward, I'm also applying for ERAP, right? Which is emergency rental assistance, right? So one is just emergency assistance. One is emergency rental assistance. So I'm going through ERAP, y'all. The beginning of July, all of my paperwork in. July 1st, July 7th, all of my paperwork in. She's still trying to get proper documents from the landlord. Now, mind y'all, the rule of thumb with the landlord, and they don't have to take the payments, is what I'm finding out. They don't have to take it. They can reject the payments, right? But you would think humanity will kick in and they will let you know that we're not going to accept these payments. Yeah, y'all know where I'm going with this. So, fast forward. Let me see. There you go. So, fast forward, y'all. Between July and August 7th, so literally a whole full fucking 30 days is what it took for this lady to send over correct documents. And when I say correct documents, I mean the W-9 EIN number matching the EIN number on the ACH form. This lady, let's start with the fact that it was taking her a week or more to actually do it. The first time, y'all, I had to keep going into the office, went to the rental office, and she was like, oh, I didn't get a message. Found out it's sitting in her junk box. Number one. Number two, oh, I got to get the information from corporate, which took another week. Then the forms didn't match. So then ERAP, my caseworker ERAP is like, these don't match. Takes another week and a half or two for her to send the forms again. Incorrect again. My ERAP person reaches out It has gotten to the point where this third time, y'all, she is sending a final attempt. So it's looking like I may not even be able to submit my application because these fuckers can't get a simple form correct. Now, here's my thing. Like, in my email, at some point towards the end, y'all, I'm not even gonna hold y'all, I sent her an email, and I was just like, I feel like, I'm putting this in writing because I feel like I'm being sabotaged. Like, my housing is intentionally being sabotaged here at this place, right? No, Miss Branch, it's not, right? And y'all know how she's a white woman, and this is why I said I'm not trying to make this a race, but I'm just saying, like, right now I feel like I'm being hit on all ends by them, right? It's by them. She says, hold on, y'all, because I gotta make sure I ain't got no, I'm not paying no, yeah, see, no, we're not about to pay no toll. Well, now, but oh my gosh. All right, because I ain't paying no toll to go to no job. Anyway, y'all, I said, so I wasn't rude at all, right? I just really needed to put in right because that's what it felt like to me. Well, she gets me to no. She did call me to let me know, well, we did finally get a e-writ for eviction notice from the sheriff's or whatever, but it doesn't have an exact date on it. I just wasn't playing with them. So I was getting paid the next day. I paid that rent. I borrowed a little bit of money from my mom because I couldn't pay the rent and daycare. Go figure. And yeah, move forward. So again, it's already pending. This court hearing was already pending, so it's like they just keep coming at my neck, y'all. They just keep coming at my neck, and I have officially understand that they don't want me there anymore. I had already felt like that, y'all. I had already felt like they were trying to get me out, but I wasn't moving fast enough. So this is another thing where it's like I'm embracing the journey because I know the other side is going to be better, and this is all happening for a reason. I need a place that is more bloggable, more aesthetic, you know what I'm saying? And putting some responsibility, not necessarily on my kids to provide for me, you know what I'm saying? Because I still can be the mom. I still want to make the money so that if anything happens where they can't, I can cover theirs too, and we still have a roof over our head. But it is allowing me to teach them responsibility as well, right? Because I mean, they can go ahead and get their own place, but it ain't cheap to live. They know this, right? So after I sent that that email, y'all, and paid that rent on Friday, do you know Monday I had a notice on my door stating that they were not renewing my lease and that I needed to vacate by December 17th, I believe. So that really confirmed exactly what I thought. Like, y'all just want me out. And y'all was hoping that I wasn't going to be able to pay that money to prevent the eviction. Fast forward to court. So they were giving some people till the 30th, and they were giving some people until the 19th, right? So the 19th would have been like a 30-day stay, but some people were like, but then the judge was giving other people till like the 30th before they could file eviction. My lawyer, because, you know, they be having a community lawyers, always be going to do the lawyer, y'all. Part of the reason I did the lawyers, because I knew my irritation level was like, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, well, if I let the lawyer speak on my behalf, then this may work out better, and I could possibly make it worse. So I let the lawyer handle it, and I was able to get till September 30th. However, she did tell me that white lady did not want to give me until September 30th. Mind you, the same white lady be sitting here smiling in my face, acting like she's trying to work with me. And I knew that shit was bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I knew it was bullshit. So when I say it just feels like I'm being attacked by them from all ends, that's what it has felt like this year. So yeah, y'all, that is the update. Know that if you're trying to get emergency assistance, that you have to have, that was what I didn't tell y'all. So what saved me with the emergency assistance is I had the offer letter. So it was showing that I was going to be working, receiving income. So that's how that got approved. Otherwise, it may not have got approved because I could not prove that I would be able to pay the rent moving forward. When it comes to ERAP, you just got to really, really be on making sure these apartments submit their documents, and they don't have to. They do not have to participate in you getting assistance to pay your bills. So keep that in mind, okay? I thought that maybe the letter saying that, because the letter that social services sent for emergency assistance was supposed to be like some type of promissory note, like, we got this coming towards you, don't evict her. And it didn't do that. It didn't do that because they still were trying to evict me. But also, like, where the fuck is the check? This is hella annoying. Like, why can't y'all ACH that shit? Like, E-Rap asked for ACH. But whatever. So, that's that. Fast forward over to baby mama drama. Well, not baby mama. I got 5 more minutes till I'm at work, y'all. Baby mama drama. I mean, it's not baby mama drama, y'all. But how can I sum this up? I low-key feel like sis playing both sides. And yeah, I should not be surprised, right? I shouldn't be surprised. She's very respectful of my boundaries, right? Very respectful of my boundaries. But I feel like every now and then she plants little seeds in him to try to protect him. Every now and then she plants little seeds to try to get him a little bit further in what he wants. And I ain't going for that shit. I'm just now really seeing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just now really seeing it. So I'm probably going to be pushing back on a lot of things moving forward. One being is that the girls are supposed to be getting cats. And he is for kittens or whatever. And he's supposed to be paying the little donation fee or the adoption fee and getting them little bags or whatever. Now, when we first proposed this to him, we didn't like his response. And I said, and this is the only reason I'm going with this, because I'm a girl of integrity, right? I said to her, see, if he would have went with it, I might have let that be an olive branch for him to give it to her directly. You know what I'm saying? And meet her. Will she know that's her father? No, I'm not playing them games, right? But that was if he had acted right? That was like if. And it was like it planted in her head, and I know she went and repeated that to him. So now I'm fucking around and had to somewhat agree to this meetup of the kittens. And I feel a little bit backstabbed in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a conversation her and I had. And I don't like that olive branch being given to him when he's not deserving of it. And when I say not deserving, in her head, she might feel like he's deserving of it. Because she's a lot softer on him than I am. I personally just feels like he's a terrible fucking person. And I don't want no parts of it. She's seen other sides, and like any typical abused woman, she makes excuses for him. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I can't even sugarcoat that. I see it when I hear it. When I know she didn't talk to him, been chatting with him. Like, I'm like, oh, here we go. It just feels like the cycle of abuse. Like, the conversations, like, you know, you could feel the conversations getting lighter around a person. Like, the way they talk about the person, or the way that they're interacting with the person is starting to feel a little bit lighter. And I'm not saying like hate your baby daddy forever. I'm just saying, like, I'm wise enough and I know enough about abused women to know which road this is about to go down. And yeah, y'all, so I'm unfortunately going to have to kind of like put my foot down. Like, I don't think that she's going to take it personal at all. If she does, she does. I don't think she's going to take it personal. But it's what I got to do to protect me in mind, because my experience is not her experience, and I don't look at that man the same way at all. And I'm going to protect my daughter at all costs. So stay tuned for Catgate. Well, stay tuned for the evolution of Donorgate, because baby, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Some days I wish I would have never responded to that message. And when I tell you, it don't even have nothing to do directly with her, right? Because she's super supportive. She's been so supportive in his unemployment. She's super supportive and super respectful of my my boundaries, whatever I want to do. It's not like she's like, well, you know, trying to convince me to do otherwise. I just don't like communicating or having someone in my personal space that I know could possibly be siding with him, that I know could be listening to me with the mindset of, okay, how can I take this information to help him? Listen, y'all, she finna have to play with somebody else, because I can't do it. I'm gonna tell y'all this. When I was younger, when I was in elementary school, I was very, very quiet, very, very, like, people would never believe this, but I was very, very quiet, very, very, probably a pushover. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was a really good kid, really quiet, good kid. And then around middle school to high school, I got real spicy. I can't tell you exactly what happened. I don't want to be like, oh, I was bullied. I don't recall whether I was bullied or not. But something happened where by middle school, maybe it was hormones, y'all, I don't know. But by middle school and high school, your girl was, I will read you down. Do you hear me? I will read you down. And I just wasn't with the shits. All the way through college, really wasn't with the shits. The moment I tried to soften, because I got tired of being called mean. When I tell y'all, when I was in college and I would meet people, they will already have, like, especially guys, they will already have this notion that I was mean. And I feel like some of my friends would be talking about me when I wasn't there, like, oh yeah, or the guy would say he had an encounter, oh yeah, she's mean. And it was just this thing, right? So when I would meet people, it was almost like they would try to trigger me, like they would say or do something so that I could like lash out, and they would laugh about it. And that was a moment where I started saying, okay, I don't like this, right? But instead of me thinking I'm going to learn how to control my emotions better, I chose to just try to be nicer. As a result, it felt like I was a fucking doormat, y'all. It felt like, and so once I got past the doormat stage, now I'm in adulthood. I've been on this healing journey for a while. I'm trying to find the median, right? So I know that when it came to Sister Mom, I would, in the beginning, I would often apologize because I was going to say what the fuck I wanted to say. You know what I'm saying? And if you feel some kind of way about it, I apologize, because you don't deserve to be in the middle of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't deserve to have this energy that's really meant for him, but you're just having to catch it because you decided to reach out. And I don't want to say, I don't think she reached out to be a voice for him. I honestly think she reached out to be nosy. Initially, I think she initially reached out to be nosy because she wanted to hear the other side. Like, yeah, no, some shit ain't adding up. I'm going to reach out to her because I need to know what really went down, right? I also think that there was some of her wanting our daughters to have a relationship. She is a very, like, energetic, extroverted, friendly. She works in, like, social services, so she's one of them people who likes to do for people and give, and, you know what I'm saying, help. And we're totally different. Our personalities are totally different, y'all. I'm not that girl. Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. My son's father, whom I was married to, by the way, I don't talk to his baby mamas. There are two other ones. I don't talk to them bitches. I have no desire to talk to them bitches, if you know what I mean. So this is new for me. As y'all see, based on what I just told y'all in the last 5 minutes, I'm struggling a bit. And again, I wish I didn't respond to that message isn't really because of her. It's more so because I had put this nigga behind me. You know what I'm saying? Like, any thoughts of him being in my child's life, I had put behind me. This child support and this DNA test was supposed to be the key to closing this chapter. And she's like, I don't know how you thought that was going to close the chapter. Says, you should have known that was going to open. No, it's been a whole year and a half. And if I thought it was going to do anything, I thought it was going to do something a year ago. Not, I'm going through child support for a whole year and a half. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Or they knew, but they weren't reaching out. So, anyway, that's what it is, y'all. I don't want to be around him. Like, the thought of him triggers my nervous system. The thought of him triggers my nervous system. I don't know if I'm even capable of being around him at this point. And because I know I have autonomy over my life, I use that shit. You know what I'm saying? If I don't want to be around you, I'm not going to be around you. And to be honest, the way that he has carried the situation, I can give two fucks that he's the father. So anyway, y'all, I'm about to go into this office. That was a long ass chat, but I really wanted to close out this vlog, and I really wanted to update y'all on what was going on. So boom, about to head in. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you do not miss my next vlog, girl. Because we getting ready to go do body butters. We're about to go see these kittens, get these kittens. You probably want to hear what goes down with DonorGate, since this nigga's gonna be here for the first time. And if he tell her that he is her father, I am going to chop this nigga in the neck. So if y'all don't see a vlog from me, it's because my ass is in jail. All right, y'all. Bye.